Have you ever wondered why goal setting is so important? When Pattu and I decided to write this book saying you can be rich too, the thing was we said what is the most important thing, and we said it has to be goal based investing. Goals are very important, and you will always be led by your goals. So let's say you are a mutual fund agent or let's say you're a life insurance agent, and you decide that every month you will sell at least 10 policies, and in the first month you sell 8, then next month you sell 7, then you sell 9, then you sell 11. So you've set yourself a very good target of 10 policies a month, saying okay, I will do 100 policies or 120 policies a year. And that's a nice way to set a target. Now what happens is, if your manager were to set a target of 50 policies a month and you did the same numbers, 8, 7 and 9, you would be completely demotivated, because somebody would have told you that look, you're terrible, you're not even achieving 20% of your target. So first of all, you should know how much should your target be, so that you achieve something nearby. And if you are announcing this target to the world, then you better achieve something very close to it, or decide whether you will sulk about it or whether you will celebrate it. For example, if you set yourself a target that I am going to have 200 crores of AUM in 5 years time, or whatever, some number, and you achieve 70 crores in that period. You set yourself a target of 200 crores, but you achieved only 70 crores in that period. Now that may be a great number. I'm not even getting into whether 70 was good or bad, but to the people to whom you told that you're going to achieve 200, 70 is a pathetic number. It is just about pass, right? So if you did not achieve even say what the passing percentage would be 70. Suppose you got with 35%, right? So you should have achieved 70 to just pass, right? So imagine going and celebrating that you got 35 on 100. Depending on what quality of student you were, if you were a person who were always getting 32, then your parents could celebrate that. But I don't know how many houses would celebrate a 35% passing mark, right? So it's not something which people would celebrate. So setting your goals right is very important. Now suppose you set your goals very low. Suppose you knew that intuitively goals are not cast in stone initially. So you think that you will be able to sell 10 policies a month because you're meeting 100 people. So you think 1 to 10 would be the conversion ratio, and you're able to sell 10 policies a month. And you set yourself a target of 10 and you were achieving 10. That's good. But the other way to look at it is, suppose you set yourself a target of 3. And you were achieving 10, the chances are you will just not respect the target. On the other hand, like I said, if your manager set you a target of 50 and you achieve 10, that would again unnerve you. You will feel bad, you will feel terrible. Then he is perhaps one of those famous managing by humiliation guys. There are many such people who will humiliate you and say, oh, you achieved only 7, आपको तो 10 बोला था, आपको तो 50 बोला था, you achieved 7, it's not great, look at what this guy has achieved, what that guy has achieved. That is not going to help, right? So setting yourself proper goals is going to be very helpful, because it's going to motivate you. You're not going to feel that, oh, it's horrible that I am not achieving my goals, nor are you going to walk over your goals so quickly, so easily, that the goal setting exercise itself becomes very stupid, because you're achieving 3x your goals. So right, so doing proper goal setting, which is very, very important, right? Whatever field you are in, proper goal setting is very important. If you are very clearly oriented towards that, towards whatever you want to do, if you have to achieve something, setting goals, working towards it makes a lot more sense than not having goals. Secondly, a manager who sets goals and they are completely unrealistic is not realizing that by setting high goals he is just unnerving the team, and the team then once he turns his back, they're saying, what an idiot. If he could really achieve this, why would he be a manager? Why would he not be logging in sales and earning more money, right? People are going to make fun of you. So don't set targets which are impossible to achieve. sit with each person. I mean, I'm talking about the business development managers. Sit with each agent and find out how many people he's meeting, what is the process, how does he close, what does he do. Go out with him, right, or her, and see how they are closing. Once you see the process, you will be able to know whether whether he or she is meeting enough number of people, whether they're pitching the right products, whether pitching the right size, whether they are closing it well, whether they're asking for a check, right? Each of those things you will take into account before you set goals. Goal setting is not something call the whole class and say each one of you should sell 50 policies. I've seen that happen, and I think it's a complete disaster. So when I sit with companies and say how they should be, how their business development managers should work, and I think many of them have even forgotten how to work during the pandemic, right? So make sure that you're setting yourself sensible goals. You have the correct procedure for setting the goals. You set the goals and then you go about achieving. Setting too low a goal is wrong. Setting too high a goal is also wrong. People say, oh, you aim for the sky and you will reach the top of the tree. I don't agree. If you are going to aim at the top of the tree, aim at the top of the tree and achieve that, rather than saying, oh, my target is 50, which is unachievable, but I've achieved 11, which is very good. No, then your target is wrong. Then you set yourself a target of 13, 14 so that you get challenged. So that on the 26th of the month, you're sitting and wondering, oh, I've just done 9. How am I going to get 5 more policies, right? So you search for it that way. And that's how it works, right? I'm not selling any insurance, nor am I a manager managing a team. This just came as a thought because a friend of mine spoke about goal setting, and Pattu and I spoke about goal setting before we wrote this book. So goal setting in investment is very important, because if you go to your financial advisor and say, I want to invest 30 lakhs, he's going to say, for what, how long? If it is a week, let it lie in your savings bank account. If it is 45 days and you know it is 45 days, you could make it a bank FD. If you think it is going to be 365 days or greater, put it in a liquid fund or in an ultra short bond fund, saying, I do not know how much I will need after a year, and some I may need after 2 years. When the usage is unknown and it is clearly known that it is within 2-3 years, it has to be in debt funds. Right, it's as simple as that. If you don't know those things, your financial advisor can't help you. So first we spoke about goals for financial advisors. Now I'm saying goals for client. Unless you have very clear goal, this is for my daughter's education, this is for my retirement, this is for my buying a second house, second car, whatever, right? So all those things have to be in place before you can invest your money. Because if you don't have goals and your money is just getting invested, then the goal is wealth creation. Again, there you need to have a decent target, and you have to have saying, this is the life I will lead, this is the amount of money that I will invest, and this is the amount of wealth it should become, right? Any one should not become an obsession, neither spending, nor saving, nor investing. Thank you.